Alright, hello YouTube, welcome back to some more From the Depths. You join us trying to build our siege tank for the Ashes of the Empire campaign. We've been struggling a bit. I'm going to try something a bit different. This is something I suggested at the end of the last episode. We're going to try converting it into a tank destroyer. So we'll go back to the point at distance we were going to use before. This was meant to be based on the Churchill originally. It didn't end up looking very much like it, which is also a bit annoying. What we're going to try and copy now is the Churchill, I believe it's Type 3 gun carrier. I'll see if I can find a picture of it actually for you guys, because it's an interesting looking machine. See if I can... Yeah, this thing. Yeah, it's kind of boxy looking, huh? Yeah, I remember having this in, flipping, what do you call it? War Thunder. So we're going to try and replicate that. Or something similar to it. So, we're going to want a big gun. We're going to want big armor to cover the big gun. We're going to keep it a little bit lower profile. We're sort of roughly basing on it, not tremendously. I'm going to go for advanced cannon this time. We could potentially... Or do we try and stick with Cram because we've done a bit with them? No, the shape's kind of good for an advanced cannon because we can drop the ammunition things into there. And we can get that nice tough, 3-meter mantle that's almost indestructible. Not indestructible, but it's very tough. I think it's one of the toughest individual pieces in this game. Right. Big boxy thing. So keep those as gonna do it box. It may be boxy, but we're gonna have it at least tough. Boxy, right? Yeah, move one layer heavy there as well. Right, and then we'll go. Oh dear, sorry. Let me grab a drink after this recording. We're going to go up to 500. Do gauge cooler. Probably going to make the machine quite a bit more expensive, what I'm planning here, but to deal with that. Right, and then thinking what we do is longest we can fit. It's 5 meters. And then we do this. How much did I put the price at? Oh, 28,000. Okay, that's not cheap. It's not awful, right? I'm not going to completely fill it up with ammunition because it's just asking for an explosion. Do we want that AOTE, or do we want... We might want more heavy armor, if anything, actually, because this is going to be explosion prone. We'll probably armor the top of this one as well. Right. This won't be a thin plate, this will be proper armor. Also, advanced cannons. And some recoil absorbers, because it's going to have a bit of a kick. In fact, we're going to sort the ones at the back out. Ones at the front, rather, so that it's, again, toughest armor forwards. 6 meters. We don't know what the firing rate will be, do we? I'm told the muzzle brake only affects accuracy these days. It doesn't actually affect muzzle velocity anymore, which is very nice. So actually use those a bit now. Oh, why are you not firing? Guns on back, barrels on backwards. That would do it. That bit was right. It was just the rest that wasn't. Okay. Right. So shell. Oh, we can do it internally now, can't we? New shell design. Oh, how many? It's going to be at max gauge, isn't it? Shell length 2. It's going to be 10, isn't it? Yeah, it's 5 meter things. So, what I think it is, we've had luck with them in the other campaign. We're going to try Hesh because we're firing at heavy armor. So, interior gun that will just absolutely ruin the internals of whatever it hit, even through the heavy armor, should be pretty good. Muzzle velocity does not need to be tremendously high. In fact, we can still drop it from that. Tree body. fins. Try it. Accurate. Should be theoretically accurate. Shells. Edit now. What is the barrel length? 10.9. I think we're at that actually. It's scaling up a bit bigger than I was expecting to in this campaign, but a bit faster, I should say. A bit bigger, a bit faster. Cooling limit 5. Oh, we do not want to be limited by the cooling. Okay. That's fine, we've got some space in the middle. At least if it's at least if it's limited by the cooling, that's like the least difficult to fix. More gauge coolers. More cooling units, I should say. Oh, barrel limit. Barrel cooldown, really? Hang on, does it? Does that improve if I do stuff with this? Hang on. Yes, it does. Okay, so rate of fire. 8.1. It's not a lot, but it's more than every 10 seconds. Damage should be spectacular, and the fire rate is much improved from the crown cannons. Yeah, be careful where you fly there, seagulls. Right. Turn God mode on, save it quickly. Let's godly mode on this time. Let's summon a bombard. Should we be building this thing like an archer and putting the gun at the back? Because it does seem to have an awful habit of just exposing the rear to the enemy, this chassis, and it shouldn't be doing that. It's not tough enough. Alright, what range are you trying to fight at? Oh, needs more ammo. Oh, needs more ammo. Yeah, that's another problem. Tell you what we could actually do, if anywhere, because this is already going to be extremely explosive. It's not going to matter much. We put some ammo inside the gun between the stuff. Right, if you could please turn around and face the enemy so we can test how you actually shoot. This is a problem the missile launcher has actually, and it just wants to run away and never actually turn and fight. Okay, now it's going. Right, now I realise it doesn't have a weapon controller. Right. You know what we also don't have? We also don't have any detection systems at the moment. I think we have a hit. Yeah, let's take a good chunk out of it. Let's add some detection so it can see. Now the good news is here, it doesn't need very good detection. We'll use the wireless snooper people were saying about. I reckon if we do a camera that's poking through here, maybe even armor it with some glass. Do these ship decorations. I believe the window is more heavily armored. Why not? The one with the little looks even a bit like a targeter in it. Then AI systems. Yeah, a 90-degree camera. I actually have to go there, and then we'll have that. It is tracking. They are definitely low velocity shells, to say the least. Right, good hit. Damage done, looks good. Yeah, blew out a little trail of components there. Where do we actually hit? Here? Oh yeah, that's cleaned out that entire section. We are doing exactly what they're doing, I just realised as well. Our gun is ironically enough small. Did that just go straight through the same hole? Oh no. That literally just dropped down the same hole that shot into the last time. That is some accuracy. I think that was a fluke, but that is some accuracy. That blew up the inside of this section. If you hit that same section again, I'm going to start thinking you're aiming for it, you know. No, but it definitely seems to be trying to hit that left hull side. I greatly appreciate that fire rate. I don't know how much damage we'd be taking doing this normally, but... nevertheless, I definitely think the destructive power of this gun's a bit more impressive at any rate. I do like me some hair shrouds. It's ruining that section. It seems reasonably accurate with just that detection system, but I think I might try and add something else as well. Yeah, it's at it straight above, so it's not compromised. But we'll add it here, so it's not compromising the armor. We'll add the wireless snooper inside, so it could theoretically always find a target, even if it can't see it. And then we'll do... the camera gingle. Yeah, if we in fact change this out for a rangefinder. Oh, we never added the, that was the other thing we never added. We never added the part to actually let it fire at something that might be important. Oh, come on, brain. AI, card slot. We need a aim point selection card. And target prioritization. Biggest thing. Hotbox if you can. Oh, wait, no. People keep telling me Hotbox doesn't work without a IR sensor, does it? Not that we couldn't add one, I suppose. Look for their engines to try and shoot those, I suppose. Why not? We'll try an IR camera, I guess. Or is that going to end up firing at its exhaust and not hitting anything important? What was it aiming at? Was there an engine back there? Oh, there was an AI back there. Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. That was a better shot. That was not. Getting rocked about by the terrain a bit now, isn't it? Some more. The other thing I'm going to do right now is let's reinforce the front of this. Again, the internals are not very durable because there's a lot of stuff in there. So I'd like to make sure this is nice and tough. I think I'm probably going to reinforce the sides as well, actually. Right, we can't do that, but it's full because of that. Armor's not tremendously expensive, so we shouldn't be hesitant to use it. Let's try settling it for a moment to get a clear shot. Move again. Let's save it. Let's turn off God mode. See how much damage it's taking on a hit on average. That was basically nothing. There seem to be a lot of parts there. Did it die immediately? What the heck happened? Did the cabin get hit from underneath? I think the air must have got hit from underneath there, so we'll have to reinforce the underside of the main cabin. God, that is a bit intimidating, just the little castle rolling over the hill. Again, starting to regret the volume limit thing, because then we could have built some cool stuff like that. But again, we can't exploit that, as someone else pointed out anyway. We are landing somewhat reliable hits. And we're not completely fragile to its shots, but yeah, we need to... I think yeah, there's damage here. Let's delete the enemy vehicle. I think we got hit from, like I say, the underside. The explosion effectively broke through the underside of our armor and damaged us, so... We go 3 meters. Armor block, and then we go... I think these are 4. Yeah. It has made it more expensive, but it's supposed to be durable. Because again, we're assuming we're going to be having to fight things like this. Bombard, I think that was one we tested against earlier. Is that the castle one again, or is that a different one? I genuinely can't remember. That is the castle, I think. King of the hill over there. Oh, come on. Literally whizzed between the turrets. Tell you what, though, off-road is not doing too bad. That was a good hit. What exactly did we hit? Just a bit of decking. Darn it. Yeah, that was a bad hit. How much did we take? Destroyed the front, destroyed the barrel, destroyed the track guard. But actual function kind of undamaged. Just lobbed a shell right back into it. I think toughness-wise we've got it. I think durability-wise I'm perfectly happy with this at the moment, but it'd be nice to be doing a bit more damage, and again, because that thing's got turreted setup, it's got a little bit more versatility than we do. Not help with the fact we're on a hill. Let's see if a bit of manual piloting can get us out of this. If we go disable movement. Let's see if we can't manually get behind it. Because that is an option, of course. Our other thing is we can manually tank pilot, and I do enjoy doing that sort of thing. Whee! Right. Drifto. We're in behind him. That's the way to do it. Order some of the tanks around the back of it. Because tactics are something we could adjust as well. This fucking turning thing. Yeah, you see it's like resetting by turning. I swear I'm holding the key down. Does anyone know why it does that? Is that the game? Haven't I got a control override thing, or is that something else? Put it on manual. Put it on AI for now. Hey, that shot the other turret. Yes, it seems like potentially it was our engagement angle that's bad. If we get this fight again, we can do that. Okay, do I consider that reasonably okay then? It's got a pretty powerful gun. It's definitely durable in actual practical testing as well. Might be good to have a little secondary maybe for faster moving things that can get around behind us. So let's maybe add a... These are not the ones I was going to look at, but they do look quite nice. We could even potentially add something like this, because that also gives it a little bit of anti-air, although it does slightly ruin the low profile. Let's put it like here or something. Yeah, is there anything that's like a bit smaller but lower profile? Something like that, actually, yeah. Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind giving it a little secondary gun of some sort if we can find a space for it. Yeah, the other thing might be the if. Again, some anti-air wouldn't be too bad. The It's not like tanks didn't used to have little anti-air specific turrets. Sometimes the Tortoise has got one. The Tortoise almost looks like it's got a Warhammer-like heavy bolter on it. It really does look kind of like it. Alright, I think we want the... It's this one. Yeah, those are doing okay damage as well, actually. This might not be a bad combo. Yeah, because then the big gun is opening up holes, and that machine gun can exploit the damage underneath. Oh, right into the main gun. Although it's trying to run us over now. Yeah, the other thing we can do as well is if our tank ends up at the wrong angle, this can turn all the way around and actually still hit it. But we do have to hope it doesn't accidentally shoot out our infrared. Yeah, do we raise it up even another block, maybe? Try not to go too high profile. I might even try... Hang on. Build it a little heavy armor casemate. Up it, and then... There's more... No, it was... Not simple weapons. Oh, armor turret alloy. We just want the metal one. Yeah, it's a slightly odd profile, but you know what? It doesn't look too out of place. We destroy enemy vehicles. It's saying the Airship can't maneuver properly, but I think it's maneuvering just fine. Like it's struggling at all there. Reverse, turn on the spot, be stationary. Let's also quickly spawn in a deep... Oh, that's what we gangs. I keep calling them the Deepwater Guard. Plane. Let's summon in a few aircraft and see if we can shoot any of them down. We've got thermal cameras, so we should be able to see them. Yeah, I'm not necessarily expecting it to be able to beat all of these, but if it can survive at least, that'd be something. Survive for a bit and do some damage back, which I think it is doing, although not tremendous amounts. Yeah, it's not really kitted out for anti-air detection, so... But it's doing as good as it is not too bad at all. It's going to be fighting any aircraft. It probably will be the Dustwind gangs. I think I'm going to save the Seal Empire for last. I mean, the Steel Striders, I would argue, were the faction that gave us the most trouble in the old Nita campaign, and they are the bosses of this one. Hey, that was pretty good. Some of the damage coming out turned out to be bombs, but... One of the planes has crashed in its own accord. Yeah, that was hitting the engine. Okay. Cool. I think we'll consider that complete. Let's give her a paint. So, rather than the front of the turret necessarily having the checker, although we'll add that as well, we're going to paint the front slope. Give it its tank destroyer. We're also going to save it and spawn a new one so it's not covered in scorch marks, and we can actually see what colour it's coming at as. Yeah, is this even gonna? This isn't going to be able to be checker, is it? This is going to have to be maybe a white front with a couple of red stripes. I'll have to do it. Red barrel. And yeah, we have the checker pattern on the sides, don't we? Oh, we're going to be able to do that again. I think we've built this the wrong way to do that. I know what we can do. I know how we can do that reasonably cheaply and add a tiny bit of extra armor to it. We can just add some thin plates. There we go. Metal plate. White. There we go. Yeah, the slight downside is clickety-click to get these all in. And this will have to be a... Yep. Oh, and this is at a different angle, so that's going to be a slight problem, but that's fine. Yeah, but that's going to be the same on both sides, isn't it? It'll be... have a little bit of an extra red slope that doesn't quite match the 2 meter slope at the front, but again, fine. Yeah, like that, basically. Go. Nice checkerboard pattern coming together. There we go. Maybe paint this, maybe even the grey. I might do this little, oh god. Paint mode, not delete. Might do the grey for this little, rear turret. There we go. I think that'll about do it. We'll just get a little, a screenshot for the old thumbnail. We'll try it. We'll get some of these deployed into the fight. Yeah, resource storage is good. I think we're good to go. Let's get back to the actual campaign. We haven't been in for a little bit. I was really planning, really, to be back in it earlier. Now, of course, these guys didn't do too bad, actually. They did take some damage, but they had a reasonable crack at it. We did some damage in exchange. We've got plenty of resources, so let's give them some backup, shall we? We'll send 2 TDs. We've kept the turret version. If any of you guys have a good suggestion for what we could do with it, potentially, I think the turret itself might need rebuilding anyway. Not necessarily because the internals, but because the armor doesn't seem to be great on it. It does seem to be a bit too vulnerable to getting knocked out in one shot. See it come together, all the internals, for those who haven't seen us sort of start building it or whatever. Yeah, it does actually have top wheels as well. Call it return wheels or whatever they're called. Return rollers? I think return rollers is the word for it. But yes, this is our anti Onyx Watch tank destroyer is complete. Get them out to build. Should we add some more construction things? Oh. Not yet, but we will in a sec. Sounds like we've ran into one of the... I believe that is actually one of those rolling castles we were testing against. Yeah, bombard, so that's going to be interesting. Is blockaded, so we're going to have to fight. I think... Is the second force the one that's damaged already? I'm not sure. It's either the one that's damaged or the one that isn't. So it's going to be one or the other. It's interesting they haven't finished the underside of the armour there. I suppose it's not prioritising a turret, is it? Because it's not actually on a turret sub-object, it's just part of the hull. And adding in that nice pattern. Look how quick the AI is at this compared to me. Not fair, I tell you. They'll replace our jobs painting Depth's Craft with AI. I better check there isn't... yeah, just check quickly in a sec there isn't a big hole in the underside of the armor and I haven't missed something. No, not yet. Well, that's good because that means it's engaged both. Okay, there is no big hole in the armor, I don't think. Well, oh no, there's just one by both, is there? Okay.
Yes?
We're going to do this one first. We will fight. We're going to make sure that our best armor forwards and we're going to give them some orders to flank them. So... 80 gem carriers, you're going to spawn as far to the sides as possible. And one at the back. And the Momikas will try and get its attention from the front.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But... So there it is. Also going to go.
Yes. You have control. On my way. On my way. Yes.
Try and make him...
Yes. You have
Oh, right.
control. Yes. On my way. On my way. On my way. Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Patrol
Yes.
mode.
You have control. On my way. On my way. Yes. You have control. On my way. On my way.
Okay, let's go. Immediately fire on one of them. Now, that's definitely not going to hit anything. The one advantage we do have here is, of course, missiles. So we're going to be able to hit this thing. What has happened to... Is it? Hello? Oh, no. Oh, no. Now you've had one eaten by the ground. I think we had that in an earlier episode, didn't we? Or was that yesterday on War Thunder? I had a tank got sucked into the ground on War Thunder yesterday, which really stunk because we were coming up on this command point. And I'd have been fine. Yeah, it was the tortoise. The tortoise like sunk into the ground after it drove over like a looks like a power pylon thing. Okay, now we can set them to automatic. They should be getting behind it. I don't strike tremendously hard, but there are a lot of them. Tell you what, they're not doing too bad actually. These aren't even the Momica 2s. These are the Mark 1s. Yeah, the missiles do a lot more. Oh, look at that piling in. Yeah, it's busy chasing that one, and all the rest are just attacking it from all angles. So it seems potentially I was a bit hasty in thinking we'd have to completely decommission the lighter tanks. I think they're doing alright. Not decommission, but they'd be out of use very quickly. Yeah, we're taking out one turret. The main gun is trying to chase that one, but it's going to struggle. That Vivian might be in trouble if it decides to lock that, but I think it's... Yeah, it's still trying to lock the moving target, so it's not really getting any hits. Have we stopped firing? I'm not seeing any damage numbers. Yeah, aside from that, obviously. Why at the moment it's not firing? Is there something wrong? Oh no, bit of AP damage happening. Ah, okay, they must have all been reloading at the same time, I guess. Hang on, reloading? They should be firing at a speed where they can constantly fire, shouldn't they? Maybe they hadn't loaded properly before the fight. There we go. The bigger they are. Is that for beating up something large with a load of small stuff? Okay.
Yes.
The other fight, which I'm a little more concerned about, but we'll see how it goes. It's worked once. We'll split the Vivians up as before, and we'll see if the Momicas can get its attention. It said the two damaged ones get quite close. Now this one probably isn't going to get eaten by the floor either, so we will be down a little bit of advantage on this one. And we've only got two Vivians, though it has thankfully not locked them. I don't think. Yeah, it's locked that Vivian, or that Momica that's running around in front of it. Go, little guy. Run. Run out of its turret arc and make it chase you in circles again. Yeah, maybe this thing's weakness is just numbers. Having to engage from more than one side at once. Actually, I suppose that makes perfect sense, right? Tank destroyers in real life would try to ambush and then probably book it before they even make a second shot. Or at least, like, if they thought they'd been spotted, I guess, anyway. I don't really know. Tank destroyers. I know the modern doctrine is very much fire and shift, but I don't know in World War II whether they'd, like, fire a shot or two and only move out if they were starting to get shot back at. I don't know. Like, if they thought they were still hidden. Oh, did that just die immediately? I think we just lost the Momica immediately there. So we do have to be careful of direct hits. They do a lot of damage. However, we don't do too shabby either on that front. Is that the one we're in? Did we just repair that and then it decided to shoot it again the moment it got line of sight on it? I wonder. Either way, it's definitely not picking the right targets because that's the AT gem launchers. And they're getting to put volley after volley into it. Yeah, it's definitely charging the Vivians, which is, again, perfectly fine. Or charging? Targeting, even. The Momicas, even. Words. You know what I mean. It's targeting the actual tanks. Little carriers are just holding at range like they should do. Is this the way forwards? Cheap missile carrier spam? Well, probably not against the more agile foes, but here it seems to be working. Big slowdown. Ah, okay, one. Momika's completely destroyed. Mission hit. Yeah, it was to the side and the rear, I think. Front armors holds up surprisingly well on these things, I have to admit, to direct hits. I think we'll have to replenish some of this group's numbers, but that's fine. Run a, was it a Naga, the supply wagon? I can never remember what it's called. Check after the fight. Might have to run a Naga out to them and have it repair. Does it have repair tentacles on it? It should do. Oh, no, it's the transport one, isn't it? Yeah, we'll maybe make an actual recovery vehicle with some repair stuff as well then, maybe. Might be another Vivian chassis one. Yeah, it's definitely chasing the little ones, which is good because they're moving around a lot more. Oh, another big hit to the rear. Is it okay? It is, I think, not dead because the turret didn't go up, but that's not going to be good for it because it's fallen over. Good news is that means that this guy is exposing the rear. Bad is he has just completely run over it. Ah, but they've taken his turret in exchange. Oh, man. We still have a Momika in the fight. In fact, I think that is the one that is stopped. Hey, we got it. Another bigger they are. Yeah, I guess because that's the tiny little little ones defeating it.
On my way.
Excellent work. Repairs will definitely be needed.
Yes.
You guys did it too.
On my way.
Okay. I think we'll call the episode there. I'd say that's gone rather well in the end. Like I say, we'll have to get a repair vehicle together. Let's have a quick look at the one we've got before we end the episode. We might just do it very quickly. We'll just convert one of the resource carriers to a repair vehicle. I think it is the Naga, isn't it? Yeah. Someone was saying something about these on the Discord. I maybe need to try and find that and double check what it was they were saying about it. I think it was a helpful tip. I wonder if it was saying the engine's not working because it had the same engine out of the Vivian. Mind you, I don't think that had the overheating problem, so I don't think it would have been that. Yeah, if we literally just mount some... Why do you have a camera? I guess we can take it off. I guess it can spot for the others, but yeah, if we literally just mount some repair tentacles in here and add this as a more expensive repair variant, it'll be set to slightly different settings on the AI screen as well. This will be set to keep resources so it can use them to repair, as opposed to supplying the other vehicles with them. What I figure we'll do, if we go 3 like repair things there, then on the decorations we'll add a... That's probably way too big. Oh, actually, it is very big, but it kind of looks cool. If we had some little decorative outriggers, it looks like it can sort of stabilize itself with. Yeah, I think if we do that, that should look quite convincing. This will just be the maybe the Naga 2. I won't worry about giving this one a new designation. Be the Naga 2 repair vehicle, or recovery vehicle, I guess. No, we'll come back to that next time. Sounds like we're already in for another fight. I get those a bit more frequently than I'd like, given we haven't had a chance to send anything to repair them yet. Okay, so this will be the recovery. Oh. and this needs to be a zone force.
Yes.
Where are you? You want to be a user type. Well, we can always ditch some commodities. No, it doesn't have any. Has it at least been fueled?
On my way. On my way.
Okay, we'll see if that repairs it. If we set you to a cargo type, in fact, it should actually load up off of that. Hello.
Listening.
That would help if we actually put it in play and it can actually measure its speed. That's not the right one. That's the Ursha, although that should also be going up to help.
Yes.
We just put them all into a different fleet, didn't we?
Yes.
Moving out.
Come on. Trying to wrap things up. We'll wrap the episode up there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. I'll try and fix this little technical whatever's going on. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Alright, I guess we're not finishing the episode just there. The game decided in the 2 seconds between me ending the episode and being just about to press the escape key that in fact we were going to have a fight against an overseer. So I guess we're going to have a fight against an overseer quickly. This is the damaged fleet, so I'm not entirely convinced this is going to go well, but I didn't have a chance to do anything else. But one of the Vivians is already hit. Which one is the damaged one?
Yes.
You. Let's get on board and help it repair. Because the Vivians are not really meant to be the target of enemy fire if they can avoid it. They are fast, but they're not durable. Well, not even that fast, really, but they're nimble. I guess is the way to put it. But yeah, come on, finish this guy off and then we can finish up. It's also screwing with my recording session schedule because I'm definitely not going to be able to get another episode in today now, but oh well. This one gets to be a bit longer. Yeah, so after this one, any comments you've made I'll be able to react to. Again, I record in batches, so I think about episode 7 onwards is what I've been doing today. Come on, take this guy out. We've definitely beaten one of these before. I think the problem is it's a bit quicker than we are, so we're having to chase it. Or we're about the same speed, which is even worse. Okay. Good news is the missiles are considerably faster. Oh, we took some more damage there. Oh no, it's actually outranging us.
Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me? Don't let him outrange us. We'll be stuck forever. We'll have to refit the missiles mid-fight. Okay, no, we're okay. Either he's slowed down or that was a fluke. That's the one that's further away that's out of range. Okay. Could even be because of damage. I think he's being slowed down by the rough terrain. But we're about to hit that as well, which is not going to help. And you
have control. My way.
try and flank a bit and hopefully that'll get you away from those shells. Hopefully we can convince him to change his course. Or we could do whatever just happened there. Oh, I think the one I was in just died. Yep.
Yes.
Right. Although I don't think it's disappearing, so...
Yes.
we're probably going to get shelled if we stay there too long, and this is the only one in range. Come on. We can get him. We're definitely going to need that repair vehicle. Oh, come on. I was hoping to end the recording here, and it's just dragging it out for ages. I really don't want to surrender, because I think we could potentially do it, but... we have stripped off most of its firepower at this point. Oh, forget it. I want to get this episode over and You don't really have much of a choice there. End the fight. I hate the stupid, the mechanic for how it does,
Yes. On my way.
like being knocked out. I really do, or
On
no,
my
was
way.
it blockading? I really do not think the blockade mechanic is good. I think that needs attention, devs. I don't think it should be the case that you just die because the enemy got to you first. That's stupid. That's not how that works. It should 100% be based on, like, have you gotten out of range of the fight because you're fast enough to do that? If so, then you're fine, kind of thing. Right, we're actually calling the episode there. Sorry about that. I really didn't intend to cut it where it went. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.